and they're ready, I believe. We're ready.
Let's see if you're ready. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be ready. Here we go.
They might have to be ready.
Game number 1 of the finals, Frozen Temple.
And we're here.
KingK0ng versus Seither. And in the top left, in the tangerine orange, it's Seither.
Not the orange this time?
No.
Tangerine.
And the bottom red. I knew it was going to happen. It's just that time of, that time. In the bottom right, in the cherry red, it's KingK0ng. Every once in a while, I just change colors, directions, and sounds and smells with themselves.
Makes sense.
I'm sure this happens to at least most other people. I mean, I know some people out there are perfect, right, and they never screw this up. But for us unperfect people,
us mortals,
us mortal people, when you get tired, things start getting crazy in your mind, and right is suddenly a color.
Well, for people like me, you don't even have to be tired. It just sort of happens, You just have to deal with the fact that at least once a day you're completely wrong about something.
I'd say more than once a day. Kind of depends what you're doing.
That's true. But anyway, Reaper Expando, the Classico build. And the nice alignment to just get that right on 400. You mind that one thing of minerals. Hashtag efficiency. And this factory's pulled pretty far back. Do you think is Seither trying to hide this?
Possibly.
Maybe some hidden tech.
Could be that 1-1-1 push.
Maybe.
That turns into a containment that turns into winning the game.
If it's done right, yeah.
Oh, that thing died midair.
It was a fun ride before the death part. Nice Reaper control. But again, nice lane control to go with it.
Nice.
Second one does go down though. So not perfect. And Seither getting a bit of an edge right there by being able to take out those 2 lanes at the cost of, just some APM. And as long as he was able to not mess up the macroing, anything like that, which doesn't look like he did, then it's just straight advantage.
Tries to get in there with the Reaper, but couldn't quite make it past those queens.
Yeah, queens are definitely... Oh, you gotta be careful there. Shoots himself over the ledge. The micro god Seither. And now that these lanes have speed, the Reaper's really gotta be careful here.
Oh,
nice use
so
of the
quick.
cliff jumps.
I didn't even see that grenade get placed.
Oh, so
oh
close.
Goodness.
Now, it was a great escape. Could have been slightly better micro on the focus fire. Could have gotten 1 or 2 lanes there. But the key thing is that the Reaper didn't die, because this Reaper has, it's got such harassment potential.
And it scouted the third.
Yeah. If that Reaper died, wouldn't have seen the third,
I mean, you normally expect it to be there anyway, but just to confirm. So where did that medevac go?
The medevac is flying around.
Here we are. Just on the way to the natural. So we got 1 Widow Mine. That is not... Oh, it does get burrowed. Wow, that group of lings. I think that was manually targeted, too.
Yeah, targeting down those 5 lings. getting a little something for nothing. Well, I mean, you're gonna lose the Widow Mine over it. Oh, come on! There we go. And with the extra fast reburrow, it will not get its second shot off. But if KingK0ng wasn't paying attention there, if you just assume that you got the spore landed, then you can really get messed up by that second Widow Mine shot going off.
Well, does who talks to you? Is it Zerg? Who's the Zerg commander? Is it just like miscellaneous overlord or some queen?
Yeah, it's just some queen.
Well, she might like tell you that's unacceptable.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't really play Zerg. Oh, that just gets taken out by that queen. I don't know how on the border that was of the +1 range.
Yeah, I don't think we can blame that one on the range. I think that was just flying too close. You fly too close to the sun,
you get burned
by a queen. Because that, let's just roll with it. This Ling's gonna get some scouting done. What's it gonna see?
It's gonna see that the third has not yet been landed.
Yep, so that's some good information. Unfortunately, it doesn't see if it's in the main or not. At this point, you kind of have to assume it's there. But seeing it is much better than having to make that assumption, because if you make that assumption, then you get hit by a 2-base all-in while you're droning.
Our KingK0ng puts down a Spire and a macro hatch. It's kind of looking like they're going to try and power up and just catch Seither by surprise.
Yeah, and with the reduced larva per inject that came with Legacy, you kind of have to get at least one macro hatch to make Lingbane work. So it looks like that's going to be the game style, especially with the Bane speed and the +2 melee attack coming up with it.
I think that Overlord just missed that too. That drop. That force.
Yeah.
Drop.
Unfortunate for KingK0ng then, but yeah, it doesn't see this. So I believe this fourth base is just gonna die. Gonna focus it down, start stepping out, and then just leaves.
Oh, with the Medivacs actually opting to go in the main here. So this drop is barely trapped.
Yeah. I think right now you either have to try and like boost it through here and get lucky.
Yeah, that's exactly what is gonna happen.
Okay, so I guess that wasn't really lucky. There's no creep over here. The queens can't just book it over.
They have to keep moving.
Yes.
To work. Liberator finding a little bit of damage. Notice the unsiege as soon as the Spore Crawler is moved.
Yeah, you used to be able to wait a little bit, try and get a bit more damage done, but with the Spore change, you just got to get out of there immediately. Even gets 2 hits off, even with a fairly quick relocate. Oh, but the mutas are out now, and that is bad news for these medevacs. They got a boost.
I think they just used their boost. Well, picks one off.
The more full one too. That's a pretty big deal.
Now that fourth base is just about finished being retaken for KingK0ng.
Oops.
Has there been a fourth base built for Seither? I guess they'll just flip their main.
Yeah, you can move the main over pretty soon. And it's not a quick float, but it's relatively quick. KingK0ng knowing that there is not that fourth landed yet. But Seither with this push coming through again might be able to put on some pressure.
A lot of Banelings. Trying to split off some Banelings to get a flank from behind, and the mutas, I don't know where they went because I can't see them. But those Widow Mines get a great shot.
Now, a few good Baneling connections, but overall just a really nice pre-split from Seither. Just going in here, prepared to deal with the Banelings, and then having the Widow Mines to cover the flank was actually so good. It was just a preemptive measure, and a lot of those Banelings just got taken out by 2 or 3 Widow Mine shots.
Now, some more, what's that word? Zerglings. Oh, that was a big Widow Mine hit on the mutas, but there's like no more anti-air here. Well, we gotta turn those mutas around. You don't want them to fly over that squad of Marines.
Oh, nice drop going down in the main though. Gonna get probably, oh no, not with the transfuse. So the transfuse goes down, saving both of those queens from death, and gives the Lings just enough time to get back.
Not too many Banelings left here, but there are a lot of Zerglings, and KingK0ng does have a lot of gas.
We do have this next command center coming down, not opting to wait till this mine's out. It would be quite a while still because you still have the, like all of the small patches are gone, but the ones that had the full value from before still staying around.
KingK0ng needs to replace this creep. Now, picking up that Widow Mine right away, that's really nice. The Muta is flying ahead. Lings get the surround on a lot of this bio. Baneling's not getting the best connects. And this is... don't wanna just roll Banelings in.
Yeah, and you really don't want to take that engagement off creep either. Like, this is... You don't see that much Ling Bane in Legacy of the Void, but that has remained a constant. You don't want to fight with Zerglings and Banelings off creep. Like, if you can help it. Because it just makes them so much more effective. Like, I'd say maybe a quarter of those Lings died before they did anything.
And a lot of those Banelings did.
Yeah.
It's the Terran, you know, they can just shift-click the Banelings. And that medevac going down. Gets one Marine out.
Lings around over here, but that is not a advantageous fight. You know, the power of a clump of Marines with medevacs on top.
This is going to be a huge Baneling roll, and all these SCVs so exposed. They're immediately pulled. There's a little maze for the Banelings. Oh, one touches the side. That's not how this maze works. Nice connects with those Banelings. Funnily enough, the placement of the building's kind of working against Seither there.
Yeah.
But there's no ground army left for KingK0ng.
And with very there are all the Banelings. Are you just gonna focus down this planetary? That's okay.
Wow, that was a lot of Banelings.
But now there are no Banelings. Well, four Banelings. 20 on the way. Okay. These will be out in time. But you lose a base for taking out that one, which is not ideal.
Especially when like one of your units is a suicide unit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good Baneling connects there.
But there's still so much bio.
There's just not enough Banelings left to take out the rest of this bio, and the mutas have been being shaved off one by one, and I don't even see anymore.
There are five
somewhere.
Yeah.
Definitely not in front of my face, but another base goes down for the Zerg. And one of Seither's base is being attacked, but only by 4 Lings. And this base in the 6 o'clock position is very exposed. A lot of Banelings rolling in, though. Okay, so it's really good connects on the ramp.
But there's still not enough left to deal with this small bioforce, and with the push coming up.
The drones are being evacuated, and they're just on move command. Those drones are having a really rough day, focusing down that one Baneling. For a second, I thought that drone with gas was Baneling.
Oh
I'm
my
not sure
god!
What's going on here?
Nice micro.
I guess these are distraction drones. That's what these are.
Yeah, buying some time. You know, those drones give up their lives so that 3-3 and Ultralisk can come out. And I believe chitinous plating is already finished. Yeah.
Yes.
So 3-3 Ultras with chitinous plating.
And Queen, so we're going to see how good these transfuses are. Now, you can't really use these off creep, especially without fungals.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very scrappy game, and I'm not sure if Seither can do it anymore. There's just no answer to the Ultralisks. Like SimCity is a pretty good answer.
Yeah, buildings.
Like
so, okay, but you don't want to get that close. Okay, so GG.
Yeah, with the queens being there, you have a lot less of an ability to kite back against it. So that is something. And the amazing thing is those drones.
Yeah, the distraction drones.
Those drones gave their lives to save the day.
Distraction drones.
Yes, distraction drones indeed, and that means that KingK0ng takes game 1 with the distraction drone play.
Exactly. That's why he won.
Yep.
Well played by both. Normally, I would not think the Ultralisks by themselves would have been able to take that, but you were right. It was a pretty scrappy game at that point.
Yeah. Like, both players were throwing a lot away at various points. Like KingK0ng did have some really good Baneling connects, right?
Yes.
But
is that also really Seither just not splitting when they could have? Or was it KingK0ng's good Baneling connects, or was it Seither's lack of splitting?
Okay. Well, we're in our next game. We're on Ruins of Endion.
I'm getting distracted by the chat. It's hilarious.
Okay, so in the bottom right-hand corner, we have our Fire Truck Orange Terran player, Seither.
That didn't really work.
I was taking Fire Truck away from your red introduction.
Well, in the ambulance red, actually, I don't think that's a good one. Nobody wants to be an ambulance. In the sailboat red, in the left, it's a reserve player, KingK0ng.
That's a pretty bold statement. No one wants to be an ambulance.
Well, if you were growing up, would you want to be an ambulance? Okay, you go around, you pick up people who are injured. Like, that's not cool. I mean, it's nice that you're going to help these people, but it's not cool that these people got injured.
That's true.
No matter what way.
But I mean, that's kind of the same thing with fire trucks, right? Are you?
What? No, because it could just be like a forest fire.
Okay. I mean, it's still
like
a
low gauge. No, not necessarily. Low gauge forest fires are not that bad.
Okay.
And you're thinking of Fort McMurray. That was a really intense forest fire. I'm talking like low gauge forest fire. Or like my friend, she accidentally set butter on fire somehow. Yeah, that was not a big deal.
Okay. We're seeing this reactor build again. Seeing this reactor build, getting some Marines with it.
Did a Reaper already come out? I was totally...
No.
I was way too into that forest fire...
Is that even an analogy? I don't think it's an analogy. I think...
Discussion.
I think we were being way too literal for that to be an analogy. It was just like, if you could be any emergency support vehicle...
Anyway. You know what? It's 8:30 in the morning. Which means it's StarCraft time.
Is KingK0ng just going for like a Baneling bust? I believe
so.
He is. We got speed finishing
This
up.
map is really not nice for Zerg because of the whole rock situation going on.
Yeah. And, Seither was showing
already being worked on.
Oh, yeah. Seither was showing a great tendency to use drops. Oh, this is some nice micro. Catching all these out of position. I'm going to get them for free. Absolutely free.
Really nice.
Now there are no units left.
There are 2 Marines.
Okay, 2 Marines left, but this CC, it's gonna live, but it's gonna have to be lifted. And we're gonna have the Baneling bust coming in soon.
What a shame! Lift your buildings when they're getting destroyed.
But yeah, we got the Baneling bust coming up soon. I'm assuming these are being made into Banelings. That is quite a few Banelings. 7 on the way. This will be able to bust through the wall immediately. Reactor isn't exposed. That would have been the weak part, but
so the supply depot, it's your second choice.
Yeah.
And is this? Oh, this is just barely gonna finish.
Yeah, Seither's got a good read on what's happening here.
And the Banelings taking out both of the supply depots and the bunker. And this is
the
Hellions. The Lings, they're trying to get the surround on the Hellions. Even the SCVs helping out. And a lot of Rookers are going down, but also a lot of them are just, repairing each other. You know how you do like half attack, half repair, that thing? Yeah. I don't know if there's a word for that.
I believe it's micro.
Whatever. You know what? I'm sick of your smart ass comments.
So I want to say that that Seither just came out ahead there.
Well,
the worker count has been reset, and KingK0ng is quite a few drones ahead.
Yeah, a significant number of drones.
But that was a kill move. That was a kill move, and at this point, I think this is just going into do you try and take a 3rd base, or is this just going to be 2 base muta? Because I think if you're gonna try and take a 3rd base as KingK0ng, you want it now or a minute ago.
I think maybe this is probably going to be 2 base muta.
I mean, I guess you could go for 2 base muta and then take a 3rd base once you're secure from drops, but that doesn't feel very Zergy.
Let's see what these Hellions get sounds.
Well, the Hellions are deflected, and there was a nice pre-grouping of the Lings, so if they tried to go up that ramp, they immediately get surrounded. Very nice move. Okay, there's the Spire.
What was it that your friend called those things? Crazy cars or something?
Something like Excite Bikes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Hell dudes and Excite Bikes.
Yeah.
Well, Rock's going down. Those Lings get trapped, though, so they're just going to try and poke these. And have you ever seen Hellions try to tear down Rocks? They can't. They just can't.
Okay, looks like we got some Liberator harass going on in the back. The Queen's not quite able to reach it, and got a micro you're building over there. But this does reveal the Spire to Seither.
Oh,
it just barely makes it out. I think cool. I'll be able to take it out.
Oh look, Hellions can't kill buildings still.
Oh wow, that Liberator. That is so annoying.
Got it. And can Hellions kill buildings yet? Nope. Okay, but the Spire has been revealed, and that is a pretty big deal. There are eBays, right? Yeah, there's at least one eBay.
But
and there's a turret.
Turrets are already up.
Okay.
Well, at least one.
Yeah, turret is up.
I really think another one should go down in the natural line.
Is this one of the super?
Yes.
Okay, so that's quite exposed. I can definitely see these mutas focusing that down, because you're basically getting
mutas have a free meal at this.
That's true.
Command center here. The Marines so far out of the way. And that Overlord playing distraction games.
Distraction drones, distraction lord. Nice muta micro overall, pulling back the injured ones, focusing down those few Marines that come out at a time. I'm gonna probably lose one. Yeah, one muta does go down. But KingK0ng's doing a really good job of keeping Seither pushed back. Usually the strength of Terran in this matchup is you can grab that third base and stay on equal footing with your Zerg opponent.
Well, normally the Terran is not expecting such a aggression in the early game.
Yeah.
It looked as if Seither was gearing up to do that by getting the rocks weakened, and probably planned on having them fall like they are here.
Yeah, can I bring this up again?
Yes.
Like, those Hellions.
There are Marines backing.
Yeah, there are Marines now. The rocks will die this time, but those Hellions were there for like 5 minutes, and they took it down to half.
I don't think it was quite that intense.
You're right. We're only 9 minutes into the game, but still. Anyway, Marines trying to take down these mutants.
Oh my goodness. GG! The connection with those slow banelings was real. Have you ever been a slow baneling before? I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's get into game. Let's get into game 3. So, KingK0ng up 2-0 right now. Seither's got to make something happen
on a pretty unfavorable map. Like, that was Seither's map.
That was a pretty Terran favored map in the ZBT matchup.
Yeah. That game, that was pretty cool. I like that approach because you often see players who are like, they see a situation and it's like, well, this map means I can't really do what I do most of the time. And then, like, a lot of players would just get stuck on that, and they're like, well, what if I just try it? And then it doesn't work, and then you die. But, like, this was something, like, you really don't see many Baneling busts anymore, right? And you really don't see much 2-base mutant anymore. So, like, this is something that is most definitely tailored to that map.
Yes. You have to... Okay. Yeah. I can't wait to see this chat reaction. It's probably going to be a lot more coherent than anything I said in the past 5 minutes.
Anyway. We're back. Why don't you bring us in?
In the bottom right, in the Tim Hortons Cup Red, it's KingK0ng. And in the top right, you get to do this one.
It is the super hot orange. Oh god, Seither. That was the worst.
It's the triangle orange.
Triangle orange. That's a good one. The triangle orange.
Okay, so got a barracks, got a gas.
Yep. Gotta say things are looking pretty normal here. We're likely going to see that Reaper this time. Not going to be the reactor build because, on this map you really want to get that scout off. And like you brought up last time, the rally.
Mm-hmm. So this also tells me that the SCV is probably going to... Oh, wait, did they send an SCV out? I didn't even...
No, I don't think an SCV...
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was like, well, then the SCV's going the right way. But there's no SCV even going.
No SCV, which means this Reaper is going to go across the 4 corners of the earth on this gigantic map.
But this SCV may see the Overlord.
Oh, yeah, that's actually a great point.
So,
and specifically
even,
goes over...
Yeah.
Did it catch it?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Just barely. So this should be now re-rallied to the... Okay.
Well, definitely going to see it before it pops. That's the important thing. Oh, maybe not. Let's see where this goes.
I saw it flicker when you were in their view.
Yeah, but they may not have actually seen it.
Okay, yeah. It saw it, but it didn't necessarily actually see it. So, let's see where this goes.
It's going the wrong way. That's unfortunate, because... Yeah, Seither even poked down. Just, I suppose, got the timing a little bit wrong. And like that's the type of thing that might throw you off your game, right? Because you do that for that one very specific reason. And if you get down to this bottom right base,
and now you think they're in cross spawn.
Yeah, you're preparing for a cross spawn game, and you get down to this bottom right base, and they're actually there, and it just completely messes with your confidence, right? Because you're like,
I thought I checked that, and look, even checked it again with the Reaper. So Reaper's actually gonna finally find this.
Yeah, but at this point, didn't check the main, just saw no natural. So like, if you're really convinced that they aren't in the bottom left, then you could be preparing for like a one base all in, but it doesn't look like it.
Oh, yeah.
Now knows.
If it was that concerning, you probably would have seen bunkers go down like immediately. This mule's getting eaten by Zerglings. That's a really great start for KingK0ng. 2 of them get away. None of them get away.
None of them get up the ramp. That's the important thing. Oh yes, they do. What did KingK0ng see?
Dies in the process.
Saw the factory with the add-on. That's a pretty big deal. Like you know they're going to be getting a factory, but you don't know which one. Although the real thing at this point is you don't see the extra barracks, you don't see the starport.
You also don't know if that's just building that to play switcheroo.
That's true.
Oh, there we go. That Overlord did scout and confirm the rest of the buildings in the main. Nice lane positioning to take out the Reaper there on the high ground.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of an oversaturation.
Well, that'll be dealt with soon enough.
Just getting your drones up to immediately transfer.
And KingK0ng's starting that legendary creep spread that we've been seeing over the past few games. Got 3 creep queens?
Oh my god! Did you see those trees by the queens? Like, I swear they were moving. Did no one else see that? I'm gonna watch the replay later.
The important things.
Anyway,
double drop coming up. Just Marines, I believe. Yeah, should just be Marines in here.
This is an interesting place to drop. No, they are moving! Okay, anyway. This is a lot of queens, though.
Yeah, I mean, queens are such a... Like, they're so much better of a defense with that extra +1 range, even though it's just to air. Yeah.
Gotta pick up, get out of here. Don't want those lings to surround the Marines. Looks like these lings are changing their mind.
Trying to intercept yet again. Don't want to lose sight of that drop because, like, if you're not keeping track of it.
I love it when they do this. It just looks so funny.
So once again, we got that Spire coming up. KingK0ng really liking that Spire play. And another drop. Although this is only 1 medevac, and it's actually getting really low from those queen shots.
This group of links still following the other 2 medevacs. One of them is really low. It's being attacked by the queen from the low ground.
It does get
one of them's going to go down for sure.
Second one will escape, but those Marines are left to die.
And that drop really didn't get anything done.
No, not really. Like, it distracted a bit. But KingK0ng's just on top of this. And at home, Seither's, continuing to macro up. Gonna take this 3rd base, but, like, KingK0ng has been mining from this 3rd for quite a while. Gonna be thinking about taking a 4th soon as well. And with these vertical spawns, you've got a few choices of 4th, but you don't really want to take this one, right?
It's a little
too far
close.
Forward. But you don't really want to take this one either. It's better.
And it has that weird ledge that you have at your 3rd.
Yeah. These
That medevac is so low. That one is having a bad day. Well, these drops are effectively deflected.
Yep.
But Seither did see position of the 4th. Oh no, he didn't.
So close to it. It probably went. Oh no! It just missed it by like 1 square. Liberator does go down, and KingK0ng is just so good at deflecting this aggression.
Well, KingK0ng has really valued the queen.
Yeah. The queen defense has become quite strong. Like, just the ability to poke at all those medevacs while your lings are dealing with the ground force means you have to invest less in banelings or like roaches and ravagers, and then you can get your upgrades faster. You can like tech up, work towards ultralisk, all those great things.
A lot of Zerglings just hatched. There are so many Zerglings out on the map.
Baneling speed is finished, so we could have a big bust coming up. Although I suppose at this point KingK0ng might just be saying, you know, I have pretty much enough workers. You know, you get to 80, that's pretty much all you need.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So at this point, just make more lings, you know.
Yeah, the only time I ever have 80 workers when I know I'm going to lose about 20.
Nice creep denial, though. Always great to be getting rid of that. And doing a drop at the 4th as well, getting quite a few drones. I believe about 10 drones went down there, so that's a really big deal. Especially since KingK0ng did just invest so many larvae into units. So when you make that big of an investment and you still take damage to the drops, that's just not where you want to be.
This thing's getting huge surrounding all these bio units. Coming up into the Terran Natural, and GG! Seither just calls it, deciding that he doesn't have enough
to
take on that Zerg force. So KingK0ng takes that 3-0. That means KingK0ng is our first champion of the Southeast Asia qualifier.
Yep.
I'm just making up titles.
Well, no, that's it. Yep, the champion of week 1 of ASL-Bacon Infinity Championship Series Southeast Asia. Yeah.
Okay. So, but that's Seither getting 2nd place. That's not like bad or anything. It's good.
Yes.
You know what? I'm not going to school today. That's yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations to KingK0ng, and well played to Seither as well. We got to see you next tournament from KingK0ng, which is great. And
we have to see all of you and your friends and all of your friends' friends and your friends' friends' friends. Friends. Yes. You want to help us out? Watch our stuff.
Yeah, watch our stuff
all the time with your friends.
And okay, I'm gonna elaborate a bit more on that one. So bring your friends. What Susan was meaning to say is check out our content coming at you 4 days a week, where we will have the Southeast Asia/Asia on Monday mornings, or Monday at 5 a.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
On Fridays we have Europe at 3 p.m. Eastern time. On Saturdays we have Americas at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and on Sundays we have Korea at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So we hope you can meet us for all of those. And we hope to see you next time. But one more thing I have to do to plug is, of course, our wonderful partners at the OSC, because they are really the people who are helping to bring you this branch of the tournament. Eddie and all of his minions at the OSC, they do a lot of great stuff for the StarCraft community, particularly the Americas and Southeast Asia region. So please go to sc2sea.com and... No. They have a new website. Don't go to that one. Go to sc2online.com. sc2online.com, where they've got a lot of great content. They put on a lot of tournaments. Check out their stuff. And they also put out like a yearly series which we're giving away points for, which is the OSC. So check that out as well. And also type in !crowdfund in the chat. That'll give you more information on how to extend this series for as long as possible. So we're going to find someone to host. Anything else you want to say? Am I missing anything?
No.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to find someone to host. I hope you all have a great evening, morning, day, whatever time it is for you. And we hope to see you next time. Bye.